Hello everyone, welcome to the series on History of English Literature. And this video is the fifth part on the novel in the interwar years. And we discuss satirical voices in this video. First of all, introduction. The interwar years 1918 to 1939 marked a period of intense experimentation and critical introspection in English literature. Alongside modernist innovation and social realism, satire emerged as a powerful mode in fiction, mirroring the disillusionment and absurdities of a fractured society. Novels of this era employed wit, irony, and ridicule to expose pretensions, hypocrisies, and the existential emptiness of modern life. This video explores key satirical voices of the interwar period with special focus on Somerset Maugham, Rose Macaulay, Ronald Fairbank, and Cyril Connolly. So first one is Somerset Maugham, the scathing ironist. W. Somerset Maugham, equally known for his plays and novels, was a master of irony and observational satire. His fiction, often populated by flawed individuals, revealed the quiet absurdities of human behavior. Like his theatrical works, his novels combined clever dialogue with a sharp eye for human vanity and social pretensions. Maugham's prose did not rely on avant-garde technique, rather he wielded classical storytelling and epigrammatic wit to deliver psychological insight and moral criticism. His work exemplifies a polished, urbane satire that dissects British colonialism, personal ambition, and societal double standards. And next we have Rose Macaulay, satire of social conventions. Rose Macaulay, 1881 to 1958, was one of the most versatile and intellectually alert writers of the interwar years. Her novels, often satirical in tone, explored the constraints of gender, generational conflict, and the contradictions of modernity. Notable works include Potterism, 1920, a critique of sensationalist journalism and popular religion. Dangerous Ages, 1921, a reflection on the conflicting desires of women across generations. Told by an Idiot, 1923, a comic survey of early 20th century English society. Orphan Island, 1924, a satirical utopia revealing the limits of idealism. Keeping Up Appearances, 1928, an exploration of public facades and private truths. Macaulay's satire was not merely comedic, it was intellectually provocative, questioning inherited norms in a rapidly changing world. And then we have Ronald Fairbank, Aesthetics of Absurdity. Ronald Fairbank, 1886 to 1926, brought to English fiction a unique blend of camp, surrealism, and social parody. A reclusive and eccentric figure, Fairbank's novels were highly stylized, often built around fragmented, witty conversations rather than traditional narrative arcs. Key works include Walmouth, 1919, a fantastical comedy of manners set in a fictional spa town. Prancing Nigger, 1929, later retitled Sorrow in Sunlight, a flamboyant portrait of a Creole society. Concerning the eccentricities of Cardinal Peyrelli, 1926, a decadent satire of Catholic ritual and theatrical excess. In Fairbank's world, characters, often aristocrats, artists, and hangers-on, move through lives of performative excess and disconnection. His novels are less about plot than spectacle, mood, and subversive dialogue. Though not widely read today, Furbank's influence can be traced in the later works of Evelyn Waugh and other stylists of wit and absurdity. And finally we have Cyril Connolly and the Rock Pool. Cyril Connolly, 1903 to 1974, though more renowned as a critic and editor, made a significant mark with his novel The Rock Pool, 1935. A thinly veiled portrayal of decadent expatriate life, offering a darkly comic lens of purposeless indulgence and failed idealism. The novel stirred controversy due to its close resemblance to the author's real-life friends, many of whom were portrayed as dilettantes in search of meaningless pleasures. Connolly's style is sharp, cynical, and psychologically penetrating, exposing the hollow pursuit of excitement among the European bohemian elite. While Connolly's fiction output was limited, his broader literary influence as co-editor of Horizon 1939 to 1950 with Stephen Spender was considerable. Horizon became a vital platform for modernist and experimental voices in wartime and post-war Britain. And conclusion: satire as survival and critique. The satirical novels of the interwar period offered a mirror to a society caught between wars, empires, and ideologies. Whether through the polished irony of Maugham, the intellectual provocation of Macaulay, the aesthetic flamboyance of Furbank, or the jaded realism of Connolly, satire emerged as a coping mechanism and a mode of cultural critique. In a world that had survived one catastrophe and sensed another looming, these writers used humor and exaggeration to expose the fragility of norms, the absurdity of systems, and the restlessness of the human spirit. So, this was the discussion on the novel in interwar years about satirical voices. We will meet in the next video and discuss some other aspect of the novel in interwar years. Until then, goodbye and thank you.